Margarita Ampo, MCA Consulting Services. Wanted to tell you a little bit about me. So my parents are first generation Italian Americans. They were born in Naples, Italy, and they immigrated to the US. My mom was a teenager when she came, then she went back, met my dad, and then they came back together after they got married. So they just wanted to live the American dream like all of us do. And I'm the first in my family to graduate from college. And everyone teased me when I was younger about my name. I'm not named after the drink. I'm actually named after my grandmother. So in Italy, we have a tradition that the first girl would be named after the grandmother. So because of that, there are 3 margaritas in addition to my original grandmother.
Was the first one named after a drink?
There you go. So here's a picture. Me and my family, we went to Italy, and we went to Naples. We went to Calabria. We went to a lot of Caserta and all of that, like where we grew up. We went there in 2019. This is my family. My dad just turned 80. So we had a family picture. It's my husband, and these are my kids. My daughter and my 2 sons, my husband, and these are my nephews and my sister and my mom. So a little bit more about me. I went to Widener University and graduated the class of 96. I majored in international business and I minored in Spanish. I don't really know how to speak Spanish. when they say if you don't use it, you lose it, it's so true. But you know, I can understand. Yeah.
Can you speak Italian?
Yes. Because my parents, they speak and I understand everything. And then I actually took Italian courses in college. So yeah, I'll get by. And then when we went to Italy, it was just me. My husband speaks no Italian, so it was just me trying to get around. So I managed, and I get it done. So my passions, business development. Been doing this my whole entire life. After college, got a sales job. Been doing that all these 20-some years. Marketing, and I love cooking and baking, and you'll see that reflected on my YouTube channel. I have some cooking and baking tips as well. And I love traveling with my family. My corporate career, so many of us start in corporate America, and these are 4 companies I worked with my whole entire career. Started off at Softmart in Downingtown. They're a different company now, but they sold hardware and software, and that's where I got my sales skills, I guess you could say. And then right from there, I went to Siemens, and I was there for about 8 years. Got laid off, then went to LRC International for a year for management consulting. Then I got a huge opportunity at SAP, so I had to leave LRC International to get that opportunity at SAP, which I had various roles at SAP, and that was the last organization I was at before I started my business. So then in 2017, I decided to launch my own consultancy after working in corporate America forever. I was always passionate about developing new clients and expanding existing customer relationships. And one of my colleagues at SAP said to me, well, why don't you go ahead and do it for yourself? I mean, you're great at what you do. So I took her advice, and she helped me out, started me off with a few clients, and then here I am. So I started my business in June of 2017. And 2 weeks after starting my business, I got some devastating news. Stage 2 breast cancer. So I'm like, okay, trying to start a business, trying to work with clients, getting treatment, getting chemo, but I made it, and I fought through it, and was cancer free for 3 years. Then of course 2020 comes along. you got COVID. We all had to pivot. We all had to, I lost some clients. I'm sure many of you did too. We had to make some changes, doing everything from home. And then to top it off, in September of 2020, I got diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. Living with it, doing a lot better than what I did in 2020. About 90% cancer free. I mean, there was like cancer everywhere. Thank God for the doctors and the treatments out there and the medication. And I do a lot of holistic stuff too, that helps me. So, just keep on going. That's what I have to do. I still have I have a family, I have 3 kids to put through to college, so I gotta do what I have to do. Okay, so, why do small businesses need marketing? Of course you gotta showcase your brand. It helps you with your target audience. Make sure you stay ahead of your competition, because if you're not doing marketing, your competition is, and you're gonna lose out. It'll help you with your clients and building relationships, having your name out there, brand awareness, it's really important. Educate your customers on, why you over competition, and make that differentiation, there. And then it's important to track your analytics, and that's what we use in our organization through one of our market partners, Field One Post. It's important to have that data and then act quickly on the data and pivot and change your marketing strategy. So MCA Consulting, we're built on some core values, integrity. We have strong moral principles. Customers come first. The customer experience really matters. I want to make sure that all my customers are happy. And then passion. I have a passion of what I do every day. I'm sure many of you that have your own businesses, that's what drives you, is your passion. And then collaboration. I have team members. Karen Musselman's here. She's one of our marketing consultants, and she has strengths and I have strengths. So I'm not gonna take on something that she's better at. So I just go ahead and pass it along to her. And of course, strong work ethic. We work our butts off, and it's really important that that the people that we work with also have these same types of values. Now, we have tons of services. I could be here forever, but I'll just highlight some of them. Primarily, we just get together with you or a potential client, and we talk to you about where you are in marketing, where you want to be, what your budget is, and then we start you in baby steps. So we've got a different array of different types of services. Some might not even be listed here, but we've got a whole a lot of resources that could help with these services. So advertising, demand generation, lead management. If you're having problems with your CRM, if you have a CRM that you want to manage, we could do that for you. Social media, that's one of our biggest ones, as well as video marketing. It's important. A lot of video is really important these days. Nobody wants to read. People have short attention spans, so it's important to put that out there. We have a business talk with Mark once a month. If you check out our YouTube channel, you'll see it. I invite guests, expertise, as well as do spotlights on companies, and I have a lot of fun doing that. And of course, business development. We look at things strategically. Account-based marketing, so if you've got a list of 20 accounts you want to get into, we'll work with you and your team strategically in getting there. And I love doing that. been doing that for years, especially corporate America. It was one of the best things that I did. Sales support strategies, so if you have salespeople that need help in those areas as well, we could help out with sales support. We love doing events. We do a lot of fundraisers, so if there's anything that you would be interested in as far as doing trade shows, we could help out with that too. And then executive search consulting, have a really strong background in healthcare, as you can see, and have a lot of people, a lot of connections. So been working with that mainly through healthcare channels. And then of course our business development AI through Field One Post. It's important to have that technology and utilize it correctly, and that's what we're strong at doing. And then we partnered with Insperity for human resources because we wanted to have everything under one umbrella. So if I had a client that had some interest in HR or other areas, now I would be able to refer them. So these are our partners. Zondra TV, Ripple Productions, Field One Post. So you'll see an announcement soon for Field One Post. We're a market partner, and it's been great so far. So Jonathan and I work very closely together. So why MCA Consulting? So we're not a large digital marketing agency. You're not going to get lost. You're not going to be a number. We personalize our services based on your company's needs and budget. That's the most important thing. We prioritize. And I myself am personally involved in all of my clients' onboarding and marketing planning. We've got over 20 years experience in the field, and we're on the top of the latest market trends, and we apply that to your business. We utilize the AI technology, that way we could easily pivot and move on and change things quickly so you could get better return on your investment. And then we partner with many organizations such as Field One Post. So that way we've got a lot of different options for you and possibilities. So besides my business, I'm on a mission to bring awareness to breast cancer, specifically metastatic breast cancer. So Unite for Her is an organization that supports me a lot and everyone else that has breast cancer through different types of services and modalities. I think it's like $2,000 worth of free services per year, as well as bringing them home, and then Mediviver, which solely does metastatic breast cancer. And this was our event back in October. So every year we have a big event in October, so if anybody wants to participate, let me know and I can send you some details on it. And also, before I move on, we're having a happy hour at the Jewel Warrior, so you guys can pass these around. If you could join us at the end of the month and on April 27th, there's more information. You can just scan that barcode there. Yeah. So my advice to you, stay positive, especially all the stuff I've gone through. Use meditation, nature, faith, exercise to help heal yourself. Always follow your passion, because then you'll never work a day in your life. When you get an opportunity, take it, because you never know when it'll come again. Life's too short, so don't miss out on it. And then don't give up. Work hard and good things will come to you. And last but not least, network, network, network. Because that's how you make your connections. That's it. Any questions?
Can I make like a shout out?
Sure.
I was part of the Mediviver event, and I have to say it was an amazing event, and it helped, and I got to learn about so many so much about metastatic breast cancer and just cancer in general. And if, you know, I strongly recommend checking it out in October. It was fantastic.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I did a vet. If anybody in here doesn't know what metastatic breast cancer is, definitely talk to Margarita because it's something you never knew existed.
Right. There's things that you never know. Well, I had a quiz, I don't know if I have time. But, so does anybody remember where I got my name from?
Your grandmother.
Okay, well, you gotta raise your hand.
Your grandmother.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.